before recording starts, I hope to apportion some task to us, to you, all right, which you would present hopefully Monday, all right. Yeah. All right, so okay, so yes, we have something familiar. We are familiar with something we have actually related with before. You remember that we did something like this in the first stage, that during the associate session stage, when we looked at UI interactions, looking at it through the lens of input methods and output methods. And then we also talked about input actions and output actions. So this, yes, in this at this stage, the focus seems to be, delineated to just input activity and input methods. Just input activity and input method. That's all. And of course, this is not a class. This is an adult class, so there is no point asking for somebody to tell us what is input methods and what are output methods. All right, so let me run through this, and then you'll familiarize ourselves deeper, better with things, and perhaps it will also help us to gain deeper knowledge and reinforce what you have known before. Okay, so we have so basically going by UiPath Studio design, we have 3 input activities. Okay, I said basically we have the click, the type into the send out key. That's the coverage. All right, click helps to identify specific element we want to interact with. All right, and in case of type into, okay, it helps to send keystrokes, all right, to UI elements. Example, like in type, of course, we know what type into signifies. The send out key, it helps to set keyboard shortcuts to UI elements. All right, the Control F for find, Control A for highlight all, and all the rest. Okay, so here we have properties. Yeah, okay, we have the properties, so common properties of UI activities. Now, what you have on screen, like up to 8 of them. Sorry, this is 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 pairs. You see, all these things are common to all the earlier mentioned activities in this screen. Okay, so you have the continue on error, which handles if you want the automation to still run, even if there's an error with a particular activity, maybe with the click or something. And then we have the delay after, which it adds a pause after the activity in millisecond. Whereas I think we used that yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. We have the delay before. All right, it works like delay after, but this time around it is executed. The timeout is very important too. It specifies the amount of time that a particular element we need to wait before it could be found. For instance, or let me say, yes, elements talking about text, talking about image. It could be anything. All right. Now, by default, according to UiPath Studio, there is a 30,000 milliseconds assigned to your timeout. That it takes 30 seconds for a particular activity to by particular element to wait for it to be found. If after 30 seconds, 30,000 milliseconds, if it's not found, then of course it's going to throw an error. And then, of course, you can also adjust that to convenient figure. Okay, you can put it to 10,000 milliseconds. You can put it at 5,000 milliseconds, which signifies 5 seconds. And in my ideal situation, it's very necessary to factor this in. Sometimes, normally, when you browse through or you're exploring the internet, the web applications, or other applications that may even be Windows application, it takes time for some element to respond. All right, so all those you can factor them in. You have to wait for ready activity, which it talks about what your target, how your target should respond. All right, now before performing the actions, your target needs to wait to get ready before it actually executes the action assigned to it. Okay, we have 3 levels in that. We have the what is it now? The interactive and the complete. All right, I think we mentioned that. I mentioned that yesterday. Okay, the wait for ready property. Target identifies the UI element with which the activity works. All right, so you see these screenshots and some other explanations. You can let's go through it together, because sometimes when you are doing, when it's individual, when it's just only you will not pay attention to all this. Yes, I know what I'm talking about, because I'm a victim of this, and I know that the same can run with some of us. While some persons also, they are so keen at paying attention to details. So we are not the same. All right, we are not the same. I don't know how it started, but I remember back then when I was so young, I as a teen, or as a child, not a baby, but as a child, at the primary school stage, anytime I pick a novel, what I'm looking for in that novel is picture. That's all. All right, I'm not interested in all the texts. I'm not interested in the design of the book or whatever. What I want to see is the cover page, the pictures. I can sit with the pictures and sit and look at it and analyze everything. All right, and then flip back, look at the back. Is there any picture there? And if there's picture, okay, I will look at it again with so much keen interest, and then I will start to read in quotes my book. And all I'm looking for is picture. The text, just forget about it. All right, just forget about it. I don't bother myself with the text. So no. Yeah, yes, and we have some persons of my age, of course. We have some persons of my age at that time that they will pay attention to details like reading text. All right, so of course, with maturity, it's calling for me paying attention to details now, and by virtue of things I do, and of course, experience and many other things, maturation and all of that. And so that's why I'm putting emphasis on this. It's very possible. And if you are not paying attention to details, it's not a crime. All right, nobody has jailed me for not paying attention at any point. So you can't be jailed for that. But it's good for passing exams like this. It's just good. So let's look at this together. Yeah, the properties of click are, yeah, on the what is this now? The left-hand side, we have the click type where we have the single, double, down, up. These are possible options we have with our mouse. If you try to think, mentally simulate how your mouse click works, you single click, double click, you scroll up, scroll down. I think that way. All right, then you have next to it. Yeah, next to it, you have the cursor position. Your cursor. Oh no, okay, that's vertical. You call it vertical bar or something. All right, that tells you the position of where an input is to be made. Okay, so for cursor position, it could be null, cursor position, offset to y, offset to y, offset x, y, position options. Okay, I will move to this side, to the right hand side now. That's about the mouse. We have the left, middle, right. Okay, yeah, sorry. The left, middle, right, just like we had with mouse. And after if disabled, if selected, the simulated click is executed. Even if the specified UI element is disabled. And down to key modifiers, all this. All right, now I want to move to send window messages. If selected, the click is executed by sending a specific message to the target application. All right, so that's about sending window messages. You remember then we also mentioned during the associate stage that we have three input methods. Please take note. Methods are different from actions. The actions they are like what you see, the activity, the activity, action. All right. Okay, so those are things you do as humans. Why the methods is just like a way. It's like an approach, of making inputs. All right, so the send window messages, which is one of the three input methods. Yeah, it's the way it works. It uses background window script or command line to relate with your application. All right, so it works basically at the background. It works in the background. So while if you use this, let's say you selected or you used click and then you activated your send window messages by clicking this as displays. This is the one highlighted in green. Trace it down here. If you select this black button, this very one, it goes to true, it goes to false, it comes to this state. So when you click on it until it gets to true, it means you're activating it. So, and what that is saying is that, okay, you can perform the click action at the background. Let the click action be performed at the background. Let it relate. Let my click action let it relate with my application. At the background. Okay, so now coming to simulate click. All right, so that is like talking about when, yeah, sorry, I need to put something on. Yeah, okay. Now that is the simulate click. It's actually like it handles your click action or activity as okay. Yes, you relate with the application I'm working on also at the background, and so this is also very fast. But what is the difference between the send window messages and the simulate click? All right. Well, in the case of the send window messages, of course, yes, like I said, it uses um, the command of your Windows operating system to interact with your application. All right. But in case of simulate, which works, which is like it's not. It is like it is the fastest because you are directly interacting with the application. You know, yes, that's about simulate click. Now, but the limitation with simulate click is that it may not be reliable and not so much compatible. UiPath Studio may not be able to relate so much well with all applications. It may not be able to do that because it's like you are using a language, a programming language to interact with your application. So you are doing it. It makes it so fast. Of course, in the process of doing that, you know that they may not also be reliable in a way. But then the third option, which I have not mentioned, which actually should have been the first, that's the default. That is it's reliable because it's just you are just relating with an interface directly. Okay, the default is simply what operates normally in real life situation, real life setting, in which you click, you type, and as you are doing it, you can see it on your screen. As in, you can, like, this is it now. You can see my mouse. You can see all the actions. You can see how the mouse is moving, the typing, and all of that. You can see all this. Yeah, and that is the reason why. Is the reason why now, while it is working, if you do not check any of this, of course, you have implied that the default should be the default method it's involved is activated. Okay, so now if you are using the default method, okay, and your workflow, your robot is relating with the UI elements. If you attempt to relate again with other things on the same machine, it will not go. All right. So it doesn't want interference. It doesn't want interaction. It doesn't want interference of any kind. All right. So that's why um, while you are using default, you just have to keep away. You cannot do any other thing. But these other ones, they send window messages and the simulate click, they work at the background. And so whatever you are doing on on your on your device, on your PC, it's not affected in any way. Okay, so that's yes, I think that is a little we can say around the default, the what's it called now? The we send window messages, the simulate click. Okay, let's go through. We still have more. Though it's a very brief, you know, slide, but it's key. Okay, properties of typing too. Properties of typing too. Okay, we have the text. Click before typing. The select at end, empty field, simulate type, and all that you have on your right hand side. So that is, and the same, of course, the same explanation that I initially raised still holds with this. All right. This is for send hotkey. Okay. All right. So now input methods. Input methods. Yeah. We have somehow talked about that. Let's look at this. Let's play around it. There are 3 input methods. The default. Yeah. You have the default, the send window messages, the simulate type click. Then so here we have a table. Looking at the compatibility, I said that default is so much compatible. Yes. We have the simulate so much less compatible, especially if you are relating with desktop application, because your studio. I also need to mention this, that the all program interface, what we call API. All right, Studio may not relate with all APIs. All right, so that's what makes it less compatible. And then for web, it's even pretty more compatible when it comes to web applications. Yeah, and background, you are saying that it doesn't work at the background, because you see how the clicking, typing, hovering, doing all that thing, sending hotkey. You keep seeing all this with default. Yes, well, with send window messages and simulate type click, this was the work at the background. Default works at the foreground. Speed, you have the default having 50% speed. The simulate is the fastest. The reason is because now, because it's working directly with the codes of your application. All right, so it's interfacing with the program of your application directly, so it makes it so fast. That's why simulate type click has it on at 100%. Default, it's simply relating with let me say with buttons, with interface, it's not having directly having access to the codes. All right, so yeah, send hotkeys for default, simulate key. For default and send window messages. Yeah, works fine there. With simulate, no. All right, so it doesn't. Yeah, then of course empty field, we have that it's only simulate that can do that. Default will not, send window messages will not. Yeah, not too different from what we've said, but to create some level of information redundancy. All right, so that's the reason why I'll have to talk about this. Now, the way default works, the keyboard driver is used to type individual characters, fine. The implication of this is that attended user must keep off. Yeah, while the robot is running, attended user must keep off. If it doesn't keep off, there will be interference, there will be interruption, there will be interception, there will be everything inter. All right. And so it has a lower speed and load times can impact accuracy. Now, for send window messages, the implications of all we've said about send window messages, it works in the background, and its speed is better off when we have to compare it with default. Now, for simulate, the implications of all the attributes we have about simulate type click is it works fine in the background and its actions are a lot faster. Like I said, a lot faster. Yeah. So then you need to stress this. Okay, let me move. So we have this. I do not plan and I do not want to go into this. Let me check our time. I think we have similar classroom exercise in the associate. Please, can someone affirm this? Is it the same classroom exercise?
We have something on that, but I'm not sure it's the same thing. We have something on input method that demonstrates input method.
Okay. Now, is it possible for someone to take this up and take us through going through the script? The script is already there.
Okay. Eh?
What happened? That's John Away, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, why now? Why are you dragging? Yes, sir. I guess it's is it because of the exam that is forthcoming or what? Don't worry. We have high rate of pass, in the UiPath exam. So I don't think there will be any issue. You won't lose money. You won't lose time. No, by God's grace. All right. Adults, they don't like to fail because yeah, just like, man, it's not as if I'm not doing something. No. So, but for me to have opted for this, then I must be able to prove that I'm up to something. Especially for those that are married, they must have negotiated with their spouses that please let's commit this money, a part of my salary income and all of that to this thing, and then nothing heal must come out of it at the end of the day. So that throws in more fear in a way that for those that understand Yoruba, I just feel like my money must not enter bush, it must not get burnt. Oh, good, understand, and then with all the input, like 3 hours coming from work, 3 hours from 7 to 10, almost every day. The children are wondering, Daddy, what is going on? Like my children, they are used to, anytime they see me with my headset, they say, "Daddy, training," because that's what they always hear me say, that I'm in a training, I'm in a meeting. So they have got the language too. So and we don't want to fail. All right. So by God's grace and with good hard work, we will not fail. All right. So all right. So John, it's John here. Let me check the attendance and see who is here and who is not here. And then is Amarachi here?
Okay, this was the one that was in the associate. This practice.
This okay, this practice.
Yes, sir.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, we even have Sylvester here. We have Ademola Lawa. We have a lot of big guns. Sheo is here. Peter can help. Also Peter. Dami is here. So what are we waiting for? Who else? Let me check through. Have I mentioned Joe? Joe Shubu or
Good evening, sir.
yes, good evening, Dami. You kept
Yes,
mute.
sir.
You don't want to show yourself or what? You don't want to sound proud.
He likes to observe in the
Or what?
background.
You want to be working at the background and not at the foreground. Okay. So Leonard is also here. The Tayo is here. So why didn't I receive any hands up? Now here I am. Send me. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Ephraim Samuel, how are you? Yeah, you are here too. You
Yes,
also
I'm fine,
like.
sir. Good evening.
Yes, I know you are. You are always fine. Okay. All right. So that will not maybe take our time. I want to believe we got the concepts to an extent. Yeah. Do we?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Let me say do. Let me say do you. Don't let me use the word do we. Do you? So this is personal now. Roy Samuel, are you there? Are we together? Okay, so don't worry. I will keep moving. Um, where's the second file? This okay. Excuse me. Okay, this so all right. So I moved into the best practice for input activities, input methods. It's not. You're almost done for this. Yeah. All right. So now the best practice for input activities and input methods are we should use send alt key activities only inside containers. Then use send window messages or simulate type click methods to work in the background. Use type into or send alt key activity instead of clicking activities and selecting any function from the ribbon menu. Okay. All right. So that's That's about all for input activity input methods. All right. So what else? That's all. Okay. Let's look at lesson 3. Lesson 3. No, okay. Lesson 3 is not. It's a bit bulkier. It has more things in it. So let's run through it also. And after this, we'll have some work to do, either as a group or as individual, and it may also dovetail into you having takeaways. To every party, there is a takeaway. Every rich party, there is a takeaway. And so to every RPA training, there must also be some takeaways. All right, so here, lesson 3 is titled UI synchronization activities. UI synchronization activities. And here we have find activities, exist activities, wait activities. I usually call it fewer. Of course, we have T also, so we can call it few VAT. All right, few VAT. Okay, so we have the wait activities, the vanish activities, appear activities, trigger activities. While we will not do all, some we'll do later. We should look at it later. Let me use what we made. Well, we should look at it later, and some also will be shared amongst us. All right. Introduction to UI synchronization activities. All right, so now UI synchronization, of course, user interface synchronization is used to address the unexpected behavior of an application in any workflow using different activities. Like the find, which would in a short while we'll be looking at different versions of find. We have find children, find element. In the exist, we have image exist, we have this one exist, we have that, all manners of things under each of these activities. As in, like, we have like variants, variants of find, variant of exist, and on and on like that. So now in the case of find activities, we have image, we have find activities, find element, find image, find text. So how does it work? Okay, did I say find text? I mean, in that we have what we have is the one that is find text. I think it's get text. Okay, so we have find elements. Now all of these, please, a moment. Are you getting any sound, any noise at the background? I'm thinking maybe yes, but I want to know.
Yes, sir. Just faintly.
Very faintly. Is it a familiar sound?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. The one we all know.
The one you all know. Oh, horse. Okay. The distance is much, but the high
Yes.
pitch will not but just penetrate. All right. So um, all right. So sorry about that. If it's so faint, kindly bear with me. If it's loud, of course, I beg, I go beg. All right. So you cannot tell me to mute my mic. Else, that would have been a very technical way to say I should go on leave. All right. So we have all this in UiPath Studio, which it's up to us to explore. Um, find image matches, a lot of them. This is text, find text position, find serial text position. Okay, we have this class room exercise to troubleshoot how to use find element activity to confirm successful login to Acme system application available on UiPath Acme website. So what are we expected to do here? Okay. All right. So we are relating with an application called Acme system. Yes, let me put it that way, and then we will there is something we are looking for, an element that we want to look for. So we want to use it to verify. Want to check if that element exists, so that we'll know if maybe our project should continue or not. All right. So once that is missing, then of course we can take another route. Now all these some of these synchronization activities like find and the rest, they can be useful in a situation, in a work situation whereby let's assume you want to process invoices, and you want to also verify alongside to see if some of these invoices are genuine or not, and one way or the other, the genuine, there are some emblems or some things, images or elements that should be on your on a genuine invoice. So once those elements are found, it could be image, it could be anything. Once they are found, then the system should take it as, oh, this is a valid invoice and it should be processed. The data therein should be processed. Else, if you do not find those things or that thing, that element, then you should throw it out. Don't process it. These are various functionalities of all defined activities. Okay, so let's look at this. Oh, it's 8:01. Okay, so I think it's a good time for us to go off break. So we'll come back by 8:12. 8:12 West African time. So until then, enjoy your break. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Babalola.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, I wanted to find out about the what's the name? The documentation for the training for the advance. Is it published somewhere? How can I get one?
Off. Okay. Would I will look at it later. I will get back.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Can hear you, sir.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so welcome back from your break. Okay, we all had break anyway. So welcome back from break. Yes. I think last we were at UI synchronization activities, and then yes, we want to look at how we could use how we could use how we could use find elements, for instance, as one of the elements that could be used. So we want to see how we can use it. All right. So sync. Oh yes. Sharing screen. Can you see my screen now?
No, sir, not yet, sir.
Not yet, sir.
Sir, please question.
Yeah, John. Yeah, Joe, you said something.
Yes, sir. My question is not pertaining this class, but I'm actually trying to run an automation, and I will need to like get the value of my read range, each of those cells.
The value of your.
Question can I use?
You need to get the value of.
I use the read range activity, so I need the value
Okay.
of each cell. Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you need to read it. You use the read range activity.
Yes, sir. And I need those values of each cell.
Okay, the value of each cell.
Yes. I used for each. So, it will be going to each cell. So I want to get the value of each cell.
For each cell, not like you want to get for row.
No, sir.
Okay, for each cell. Yes, I think that way you will have to use your for your role, and then um, row dot item, and then you use the index that pertains to the cell you want to call its value. Have you tried that? Did you try it?
What I'm going to my automation I cannot do that with it because I actually don't have access to the folders like the file. I won't be imputing them one by one, and they are like 50. So to be difficult to go to each cell. Is there like an expression I can use to just get the value of individual cells?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to present. That now for each cell, since it's each cell, if you use row, now except if I'm not getting you right. Now, if you use row item and then in brackets you provide the index of, let's say you have column, you have how many columns? Let's say you have 10 columns, and then you put the number of index, the very one you want to read, or you want to call its value. That should help you get the value of that cell, of the particular cell you need. Since you have already calling the row and then now the item using the index number.
Okay, thanks, sir. But the thing is, I don't know if this one will help me to like get, because I won't just be reading just one cell. I'll be reading like 50 cells.
50 cells.
I need the values each.
Okay, when you read it, you are outputting it. Isn't you are outputting it also somewhere?
Yes, that means.
Yes, no, I'm with you. Dismiss. Yeah, you should be able to read if you specify, and at the read range activity block, you don't want to specify the cell you want to read. You
Yes.
simply want it to read everything. You can specify the cell you want it to read, like let's say from so column to so A1 to A10, like that. If you want it to read all of that, you want it to read everything, as it were.
Yes, sir. One by one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm trying to connect. Okay, does anyone have a clue to what Joe is asking?
Yeah, I think it's similar to what Amarachi did some time ago, right? And just like Dr. Ebenezer said, use the I think for each row now? Yeah, I think for each row to assess those things, then you won't specify the range you want by not just using apostrophe like that will make you select, give you the whole content of a particular sheet. So, or is that not what you're trying to do, Joe?
Yeah, I guess so. No, the thing is, okay, I have like 50 cells. It's just one column. Well, I have like 50 cells, and yeah,
Okay.
know that the values in each column will be different. So I want it to reiterate each value because I'll need those values for something. I'll need to type those values into somewhere.
For each
I
would do.
did. And now for each now,
Yes,
for
I've
each will fetch
already.
those
Yes.
values for you. Yeah, Joe, you're saying something.
Yeah, I said I used for each. I've used it already. But I just need the expression now.
Okay, what expression do you say you need now?
To get those values.
That's the content of each cell, right?
Yes. So row.item would do it, Abby.
Yeah, get row item. If you use get row item, you should be able to do that.
Thank you, sir.
Then in your get row item, you can also specify from, what's it called? You can specify the column, right?
Yes.
So when you use get row item in your properties, you just specify the column you want to fetch it from. That's using probably column name if you have your column name active. So you can specify the column name, so it will fetch all the um, data in that column for you. Have you tried that?
Yes.
Were you able to achieve what you want?
I'll put that in. I want to-
Okay. If you click on your get row item, you see in the properties, you see different ways in which you can select the column. Either you have your column index, column name, and the column itself. If you have your what's it called? If you have your column name checked, right? That's in your read range activity. If you have your column name checked, then you can access that particular column by inputting the column name.
Okay, thank you, Dami. Yeah, I'm with you, and I'm trying to sort out something from my hand here, but I'm all ears. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
All right. So who else should I call? Sylvester, Babalola, Omotayo. Who else did I see on that list now? And those are the names that just flashed through my head right now. So it's not compulsory to know those names. I guess it was Dami that just finished speaking with Joe. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. That's
Okay.
Dami.
All right. So Ephraim and Abdullah Abubakar. I think I saw him today. It's been a while. Yeah, Rahim also. Sure. So Vivian, you are there. All right. So what's
So what that said should work, sir.
okay.
Yes.
So
And the option is right. You can also do it that way.
I'm trying to connect the device. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So Your boy is still with you. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, don't worry. Let me fall back on this. I'm trying to avoid the PC I used yesterday, but I got no choice. All right, so we have UI synchronization.
Sir, you're raising your hand.
I'm still raising my hand, so okay, I'm going to put it down. So what we are going to do will be a simple workflow, but of course it would help us to see the functionalities of these UI synchronization are a few of them, very few of them. Okay, so we have this in place, and this code is going to help us. We want to use the find element. We'll use find element. We'll also use the we should also use the we'll use find element. We have used find element, I suppose, in the other applications. Okay, don't worry, let's go. We'll do like up to 2. Okay, so like from the class exercise, we are to relate and or to relate with an application called Acme system. Okay, so, and where is it now? I should have it in my downloads. Okay, sorry, let me just run this. Let me just bring it out. So in your case, what you would do is just go to Acme system or Acme UiPath Acme application. Just query it on Google, and then it should take you to a page, and and then just get the Acme application downloaded. It's just a sample application for one to test run certain things. After this, you can use any other thing. All right, you'll be at liberty to use any other thing you want to. All right, so how does it look? Yeah, this is it. This is the interface, the opening interface for the application, where you have username, password to gain access using the login button. Okay, so ideally nothing has been populated in this version of mine. So my username, then my password, I still remember it. Try it, should work. I just want to try test to see if these details will work. I've used it, so I can't recall what I used to gain access. First shut down. So I take it again. Admin. Is the Obidei at Gmail. Oh. Okay, it's going to throw the same issue. All right, I can actually redo another exercise. So let's go through this together. Yeah, Chrome. Okay, I have it. So I want to query Acme UiPath UiPath, and we come to, let me use this. I didn't want to go through this so that we don't spend unnecessary 20 minutes on this, something anybody can do. No. I have it here now. I can't recall the password. I forgot password, but then I will have to go through my mail. No. Oh. It's not compulsory it's Acme. It can be anything. So after this, I will move to another thing. Okay. Ebenezer Ovideyi gmail.com. Okay, I think I have something now. Okay, this is correct. All right, so I just wanted to check my access login to see if this works. All right, okay. So, all right, so now the because I'm going to open application, so I start with open application. Let me switch to this for smoother experience. Okay, so I should get my desired active here. Open application. All right, then let me so sure that I have the application opened. I'm going to let me close also that will not and leave it with this. All right, so indicate window of screen. Yeah, just this. All right, it's well captured. Of course, I need to access this kind of application. I need to sign in, and so I will use get secure credential to gain access to make inputs of my username and password to enter into the application. get secure. It's not here, so I go to, I actually wanted to get secure credentials, credential activity. So go to manage packages, all packages. So I have it here, install, save, move. Sorry, my system is Intel Pentium, 4 gig RAM. So the reason for this this delay. Well, if you feel so offended, you can send me a better one. I will take it with all gladness. All right, so now open application, and I said we need to get our credentials to open it. So I'm going to take it above this open application. Get secure credentials. So this is going to read it from get secure. And all right, and then also I will need to have created my Acme account from the credential manager. Okay, so my target is putting it in string. Acme login. Create password, secure password string variable. Okay. User the same with username. Control A. Okay, so yeah, this is going to read what you have in the get secure credentials to open the application, and when that is done, let's look for.
Hello, sir.
Hello, yeah.
Sorry for interruption, sir.
No problem.
I want to confirm. I understand that this get credentials. It can fetch its data from either orchestrator, that's from the asset, or from the Windows credential panel. So I want to ask, where does the get credential activities? Where does
Sorry,
it
sir, we
first
can't hear you,
search?
sir.
Hello.
We
Hello.
can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
I think you need to repeat
Hello.
yourself. Someone couldn't hear you. Or
We
maybe
can hear you.
maybe it was referring to me.
Okay. So can I continue, sir?
Very well.
Okay, so I said, where does the get credential activities, where does it first search for the credentials? Is it from the orchestrator first or from the Windows? Because I saw that in one of these past questions.
Now, if we use get credentials, which we have here, it is, let's see it together anyway. It is from orchestrator. This get credentials. Look at this, get credentials. Now, look at this. Where does it fall?
Orchestrator.
Okay, thank you. Now, look at this. Get secure credential. Where does it fall?
Credentials, that system.
Okay. All right. Okay, so this gets it from your what's it called now? From your credential manager, yeah, your Windows
Credential
and
manager.
credential manager, yes. And this for gets credentials from your orchestrator.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
So
helps.
there are two different get credentials
Activities.
then.
Yes, yes.
Oh, so it depends on the one choose.
What exactly? Yes, and what you want to do.
All right. So peradventure, the one for the orchestrator, peradventure, it would not fetch from orchestrator. Will it also search the system?
No, no, no. It takes value from the orchestrator.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. So. All right. So. Okay. So let me pull this up and see without. Okay. And save and run and see how it works. Okay. I want to see if it has made inputs. It has opened it. It was one before, so it has opened just what you asked it to do. Okay, now let's impute find elements. We're looking for something. Like I mentioned the other time, but not exactly how it's going to work here. What find elements and all these things, images, this helps. All they could be used for. Yeah, it could be used to filter your flow, filter your operation. Okay. All right, so now find elements. And drop it in the do container. Okay. When this is done, really, someone just said you can't hear me. Joe, can you hear me? Oh, something has happened. Hello? Hello?
We can hear you,
Wow.
sir.
Okay. Joe, someone's telling me, is informing me that you can't hear me. Let me confirm from all persons. Who else can hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
Oh, okay. So
We hear
please.
you clearly.
I can hear you, sir.
Oh, all right, all right. Okay. So you can go out, log out, and come in again. All right. So we have defined elements here, and we can indicate a window what we really want to. Let's take it as okay. We want this. It could be anything. Depends on us. All right. So look for that element, and then before you go into typing into that text box, text here. Okay, text coming here. You can pass in username, and then bring in the type secure type secure text for more coded inputs. Yeah. Case, and of course, what do we have here? All right. So in type secure text, you can pass in password variable, and we are done with that. You can click on the login button. Okay, should help to click on login button. This, and when you have done that and it has logged, so let's run this. See, okay, after logging in, you are having this result. Where is it? Okay, yeah, it has brought it. So we have this, and then from the studio, you can find another element to just to be so sure of what where we are. You know, sometimes if you have met with very terrible web developers, they can simulate an NNPC website. They can replicate it and have it running, and of course, those that they are into that business, they know how it runs. Okay, they can use it to take projects, appear as consultants and all of that. So if your program is running, let's say on the NNPC website, and there is something that should be done, and if it doesn't find certain things, then it means that it will not work on such websites. That's just an example. Okay, so we have the click the login, find elements again. Should come in. All right, so here, to expect that I should bring this. Okay, look for that. When you have done that, that's where we can say it is successful. Just so we can just say success. At least it will not get here if it's not successful. Okay, so successful. Everything went well. All right, so let's assume we still want to filter to see if you are actually in the right environment. So we can now bring in let's say element exists activity that will help us to verify if the user interface exists or not. Okay, we can say, yeah, that's successful. Then let's bring up element exists. So we have element exists. So what element would we be looking for? Let's look at this. Element like words. Okay, let's take this one. I'm going to take this place as the element. Just that. Okay, so let's go. Element. So after printing, outputting that successful. Okay, let me take it here. You can say indicate. Elements. Where is it now? Okay. I want to take this. Okay, good. That one, just that. If we have it, then I'm going to pass it as state indicator, element indicator as a variable. Okay, so why that has been passed to you see it here as a boolean. Okay, element indicator. It's either it's there or it's not there. Okay, if it has found and if you could find that, then we can. Let me take this off for now. We can say okay. Yes, that's the variable we have passed in this place. So we can say element indicator that's when it is present. If it is present, if it's true, then bring in this message or perform other operations, and then we can say maybe search successful. Anyhow we want to put it. Okay, so oh, what's going on? All right, it's successful. So, except if it's not successful, then that was something else. If it's not successful, then that's if I know.
It works, sir.
Yeah, you mean the successful the element indicators we set are true?
So the challenge I had before.
All right, okay, it's solved. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks to Dami and Babalola. Yeah, I hope I'm correct. Yeah. Going by the voice. Okay. So it can go on and on. Then we can now start a fresh automation in the if. Okay, if this one is successful, so we can now begin the real thing, the real process. Okay, so let's check. Save and run. Okay. All right, so everything went fine. So everything went fine. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, now if this is missing, where is it now? If this element is missing, then it's going to tell us that it's not successful. And so the whole thing now looks like something we are familiar with. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. But this is essentially what the find element will do. The element we verify. It will help to check if your element is present or not. Okay. Can someone? What's the time now? Okay, let me see you demonstrate something close to this. Alright, so this is about find. It covers for find, and it covers for exist image. I will just project in this case. All right, so these are the activities related to an element exists. Element exists. CV element exists. Image exists. Yes, there is an activity around that. It's pretty long. Of course, the same terrain. Okay, so that's how it is. That's how it is with us. Yeah. All right. So what I want to do this evening, since we have this time, we're going to divide ourselves into groups. I think I should allow the system to do it automatically as we break into rooms. Do you want to break into rooms? So when you do this, it means that you may not have to come and present on Monday. All right. So did I hear yes? Okay, no one is saying anything. So okay, we have weight activities. Let's run through it. Weight activities. We have vanish activities. Okay. I would want us to explore this as personal on a personal ground. Okay, we have your peer activities. All right, we have the trigger activity. So this will be looked at not today, but for this, of course, the trigger activities mark the end of the UI automation activities. Okay, so I want us to um, break into rooms, and now we're going to use a room is going to work on essentially you may use others. You work on weights activities, then another room we work on vanish activities, and the other one work on appear activities. Let's do it that way. Let me assign us into rooms. Are we okay with that? Now the structure, the
Yes, sir.
assignment, yes, the work you have to do in your rooms is as defined by that group. Okay, so what is essential to me is I just want to see you think through, and then you collaborate. Well, this class has not been passive and active, so it's not as if I want to use this exercise to generate collaborative skills. Well, most especially in the aspect of um, solving problems and taking just critical thinking. So we would work on that. Um, Let me break you into rooms, and I give this room 1. I call it weight activities. As I said, you can actually use other things, but essentially this must reflect. So
Hello, sir. Are we going to be? Will we be seeing the materials? There'll be the material in our rooms.
the material, no, you have access to the PowerPoint. You have your PDF with you.
It's not in the one we have. I don't know.
Yeah, just do so. Don't worry. When you get to that room, you see things come out. You know, you just see things come out. Yeah, some persons they have done some things around it. So let's see what the miracles that will come up. Yeah, when we come together. As you guys come together. So I call this two. I think it's vanish. And the third room should be. I think is so open rooms. See you then. All right, so yes, I expect that, of course, before you think through, before you arrive at a particular thing to do or how to use weight activities, how to use a particular activity, all of that. So I think in 10, in 15 minutes, 20 minutes thereabout, you should be able to figure out something. All right, so I will expect to see you later. Later, I will collapse the class and then we come together. Are we okay? Did we get that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, so you see.
Very well, sir.
All right, okay. Thank you. That has been wonderful group
How
work.
do we access rooms?
Yeah, you say, Joe, what do you say?
I said, how do we access the rooms?
You'll get there now. I'm creating the room. I've already created it. You get there. Yeah. You just find yourself in one room. So I'm not assigning anyone as the head. So just lead yourself and let's see. Let's see. I will be going through the rooms one after the other. Yep. By now, you should all have gone to your rooms. Okay, so some persons have gone.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, John. Babalala. I think we're together.
Mr.
Hello.
Joe.
Hello. I can
This
hear
is-
you.
Perfect.
So what are we planning?
Okay, so it seems we are doing RPA.
Okay, appear the last one.
So I think we should just go over the concept first, what it's about.
Okay.
So
Done.
I think the RPA, it will wait till a particular element or image appears before it continues. Unlike delay
Sorry.
now that
Hello, is there appear?
How many people are
Because
in
you
this
talked
group?
about weight, vanish.
vanish, there's appear,
Hello.
Hello.
there's
Please allow one person to talk.
Hello.
I think Joe have started talking. You should continue.
Hello.
yeah, John, we can hear you.
How many people are in this group?
Seems we have 5. Yeah,
5. Me, I'm seeing 15 people here. Oh.
we're still more. No, I think that's all of us, like the lot.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe it did not
Okay.
split.
Okay,
Maybe
let's take
I
a
don't
roll
think
call.
it's
Let's take a roll call. Let's take a roll call. My name is Babalola. Just mention your name so that will count. Or someone should take one, someone should take two, like that. Let's see.
Joseph,
one.
one.
Two.
Three.
Emmanuel Felix 4.
Five.
Adedigba Sylvester 5.
What are your
So we,
six?
so we are 6.
Leonard Igochukwu.
It's 7.
Rooney Samuel 8.
8. So whose system?
So we are 8. Hello.
Yes, we are getting.
Okay, we are 8. The appear element, what it does is that it waits for a UI element to appear before it can perform multiple actions. That's just the concept. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, we are getting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the idea? What can we do?
Yeah,
But I thought we
Hello, hello, hello.
I thought we
Please,
went
I
to
don't think
with the
there is
material.
appeal. Can you hear me?
Hello, yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
I don't think there is appeal. We have vanish here. I don't know why you are saying appeal.
Okay, it's
Is it
vanished.
wait? It's wait, vanish, and what is the last one? So please, it's not.
Appear,
I don't think it's appeal.
no, it's appear. We have vanish, wait, and appear.
That's nice.
So how do we even know the room that we are? I don't know. It's not labeled.
Okay, the third one is appeal.
He initially
so
said
we have element here, image appear. So which one should we?
You know, before he pushed us, he named everything.
Element.
So I don't know.
Element.
That's from here.
what are you suggesting? We are wasting time. We have not
I just think let's do appear.
come up with anything.
It's appeared. So let's just go.
Okay, so what should we do?
Okay, so whose system are
Right.
whose system are we using, please?
Whoever have done something similar should show us.
Who has done something that's not similar anyway? So we've concluded where we are doing appear, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that we are covered with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so whose system are we using? Seems John Awe was here now. Okay, it's out. I don't think he's here. So let's do something. Whose system are we using?
Yeah, use
Let's
yours
use
now.
Joe's system now. Joe.
Let's use yours.
You can use mine. No?
I have to stop my account.
Okay, let's use the lady's own, please.
Yes, that's good. Wait, please go ahead.
Okay. um.
So whose system are we using?
Hello.
Please, let's work on muting ourselves, please.
Oh, okay.
What's this now? Change
Can you
again.
ask my system?
Okay,
you
we can see you. Yes, we
Yeah.
can see your system. Yes.
I don't understand what's happening. People should mute their mics now.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so let's create a scenario where we will need to use one of those RPA activities. So let's imagine now you want to read something off like a picture or something. So let's say we'll use OCR now to read a picture. So you need the picture to actually, like, let's say it's on a website, you need it to come like to appear on the screen so you can read it. But then if it takes too long to appear, then it might throw an error or something. But it's if we use that image appear, then until the image appears or something. Hello, can anyone hear me? Hello.
I can
Yes, we
hear
are
you. I
getting you.
can hear you.
Yes,
But
we
what
can
portal
hear you.
can we use? What portal can we use?
Sorry.
What portal can we use?
Okay.
Or do you have any application that has the kind of portal on your system that we can use?
Nope.
Since he suggested we use OCR to get text from an image, we can use this Brainly's website where there are codes on pictures.
Okay. Does he have what's the name? Login or a portal?
No. It doesn't. It just has it has pictures where we can extract their text. Since he suggested we extract text from a picture, that's why I mentioned that.
Okay, but
Hello.
hello, can
Hello,
hear you.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I have one site here that we can use.
Okay.
That we can use. Maybe go to newspringschools.com.ng.
So open a browser. Yeah, use a browser.
I open a browser.
Open a browser. Carry a browser activity. Yes.
Okay, you say it's what? New what?
New Spring. New Spring.
Go
you
and
can
open your
first of all browse it and see so that we can know whether it will.
Open your browser.
Open your browser.
Open your browser first.
Mind you, my sister, sorry, mind you, this your use application browser activity is not yet configured. You have not configured it yet. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, don't worry. I understand. Don't worry. Just click on open your browser.
Open Google Chrome or any browser that you have. You don't need.
Yes, that's what
She's on
I'm
partial
doing.
sharing. Partial
Okay.
sharing.
Okay,
I use desktop sharing instead
Is
of.
it okay? Can you share your desktop, not your app? Just go back to the sharing and share your desktop. We are going out of time. Oh, we have only 15 minutes and we have used more than 5 minutes already.
Minimize your studio.
I think go on share yourself, on share the screen and go to share desktop. Can you hear me?
I should unshare.
On share your screen. Go to share screen. Go to the share screen tray. Then
And
on
reshare.
and reshare, but this time share your desktop.
I can't find anything like that here.
You just can't.
Unshare.
Just cancel the sharing.
So
Are you there?
it has not come.
You should just use open browser activity instead of this one. So
Babalola,
Yes.
is your system on?
Yes,
Maybe
yes. Okay, let me take over. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, what's the name of the site?
Newspring schools.
Can you spell it? New Spring.
Spring schools.
Spring schools.
.com.ng.
Okay, .com.ng. I think I saw one here. Spring school.
Not Spring.
Okay, new.
New
Okay, new.
Spring.
Okay. Okay. This one, right? This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not that one. No. Not that
This one.
Put it on the address bar. You don't need to go with.
And this is it now. Okay. Okay.
This is .org. Just put .com.ng.
.com.
Remove.
Okay.
New Spring schools.
That's what's there.
Okay. This is it, right?
This one. Yeah, just scroll down.
Okay.
Scroll down so that I want to where we have esteem here. So
where?
This is, I think, where you are exactly. Meet our esteemed proprietor. So you see that this one is
it's changing.
Kind of is changing. So I think this can be a form of RPA.
Okay, but what
can we use that?
What activity can we do? What activity can we do?
If it is image, if it is text, we wait until it appear before the.
Okay.
Okay, is this something that we can use for the activity?
Yeah, it's a perfect case. It's a perfect case for us.
Okay. Let's try it. Let me open my UiPath. Sorry, I didn't open down. I've opened it down before. Okay. All right. So we open the browser, right? Abi?
Open the browser. Yeah.
Okay. So we go to let me just copy the address.
Okay, just copy.
Okay, copy that.
Let me just copy the address. Okay, sorry. Okay, so what's next? What are we doing next?
Okay, so now I think that's the image exists.
That is.
Okay, image what?
Image exists.
I think this one might not work. Do you know why? With this one, why are you sure this one will work? What if we try? Yeah. Okay.
Let's try it first now.
Okay. All right. What are we doing now? Image appear.
Okay, that's it. Image appear.
This one on element appear, right?
On image.
On image appear. Okay. So do activity indicate. Let's indicate something. Okay, hold on, please.
Let's pick profile, the best one to use.
I'm coming. Let me do this. Let me go back to UiPath. So let's which image are we using now? This one, right?
I just use any image. Any image.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what's next? I think it has been captured. Okay. So what are we doing next?
I just put message there. Successful if it has done that.
Okay, just successful. No, we have to do an activity at least before we do an activity.
Yeah, this thing for output.
We can use an if activity.
Okay.
That is long thing.
A variable for it.
I'll just put
on image appear.
Okay, now. This image is who? This image is Mrs. Adewale.
Let's scrape the person's name. You know.
Okay.
Picture. So
okay. So what are we using? What are we using for scraping?
OCR.
OCR. Get OCR text.
Yes.
Okay. So indicate. All right. Is this it?
Yes.
Huh? Or we should.
No, just drag. If you get to the place where you want, just yes, just drag it.
Okay. So is that all?
So we need to set the variable for the image on image appear.
Okay. Okay. So what variable are we?
They are not on image appear. They are on...
Okay. Image appear. Okay, we have
image
not
appear.
set. Okay. Here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Control K. What are we naming it?
New
spring.
Yeah.
New spring, right? You said?
Oh, image app. We can use
IMG from.
Someone, I can't hear you.
IMG.
Okay, IMG. Okay.
Yes, IMG is okay.
Okay, all right. So what next?
Okay. After the put if activity.
After the appear, after the what?
Appear. After the appear, put if each activity.
Okay, in this place, yeah. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the condition if IMG
it was true.
True, yes.
Okay, so what should we do?
I think we need to put quotes in quotes.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
no, we don't. It's a Boolean.
Because he flagged it, that's one. Okay, so yeah. Let's
sure
the flag.
True or?
No, it's true, yeah.
It's true. Just put equal to true.
Okay.
Then
but it's flagging though.
Scraping.
It's flagging it.
We'll read that one after. We'll read. That's what they say. Not defined.
You say that operator is not defined for this type of image. It's not. Boolean is not defined for this type of image. What?
Quote. Let's see.
No. You know what?
No.
What
You
our
cannot put
image, the image that you put there, did you set it as variable?
yes. Now see it now.
Let's check that first.
This is correct.
Just
a
put
variable.
quote. Yes. Then if it doesn't work, we don't need to argue now.
Okay, let's continue. What again? What are we putting here?
Drag the ghetto C out to then.
I didn't hear you.
Drag the ghetto C out to then.
To this place.
Yes.
Then.
Okay.
Then we can do away with that message box, or should we use it?
So we need it. So at least you know that thing is running.
Okay, put it under it. Put it under there. Under
I put to this one is else, and this one is if.
You can put else there.
Can you separate messages? So
yes.
Hello guys, can I come in, please?
Failed.
Okay. Someone wants to say something, please.
Right.
Just because of time, this thing is flagging like this. This on image appear. It's already a condition, a kind of a conditional statement already. If this image does not appear, the workflow inside this container will not be executed. So rather than doing this if condition, I think we can just take it out and use the message box.
I think this was supposed to be here.
Because if this image doesn't appear, this activity that you are putting in the do will not be executed.
So let's
take out this conditional statement.
It's the same thing.
And use the image and use the message box.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's the same
if
thing.
the image doesn't appear, it will not drop the message. So it's the same thing. Let's change. Let's put a quote around the true value, please.
Okay. Right? So it's not supposed to be like this, so because it's a variable.
It's supposed to be like that. It's a Boolean variable. It won't work
okay
like that.
It's okay like this, but I think he's saying that.
You know what? Let us see the type, the variable type for that IMG that you created. Let us see. Let's all the variable. So before we.
Okay.
No, the variable type.
It's UI. It's UI element now. It's automatic. Yes. It's UI element. Except you want to.
Let's change to object.
Okay, object. Okay.
Then I'm not okay. No, I'm even thinking that
should be Boolean now.
It cannot be Boolean.
It's automatic. It's automatic.
It cannot be Boolean.
We are not the one that selected that.
Yeah, it is UI. It is UI. But what I'm thinking is that I think it's not that place we're supposed to use. We're supposed to use this data scraping. The value from the data scraping is what we are supposed to use. Are you getting it?
To do what?
Okay.
For the true or false now.
No, this is not the main idea of this assignment. The main idea of this assignment is to use the element or image appear, and we've done that already. Why we now burden ourselves with the conditional statement? Leave this conditional statement and just put the right or lock message.
It's true.
Bros, you are right. I think we are just wasting our time. I'm coming. Let's remove this if statement. Let's delete this if statement. Let me remove this out of the if statement. Okay, this if statement. Let's remove it. Okay, you can see the thing is working already. I think this is okay. Okay, sorry. No, it's not okay.
Put the message. Put the message. Is it?
Okay.
What are we putting in the message?
I just say successful.
Maybe we should skip that stuff now.
there's an activity of getting OCR text. Why don't we use the OCR text we got for the message?
Okay, you can do that.
Message. So out under get OCR.
Okay.
Put it.
Okay.
I
didn't hear you.
Just you can put the IMG.
Just put it.
I hope IMG like this.
Have you outputted it to that get OCR? What's the output of get OCR?
Output is image now. IMG now.
Is that not for on image appear?
No. It's OCR.
Okay, OCR does. We don't have any. We need to declare a variable. Yes, you are right.
Yes, variable.
So let us say, let's say IMG output. IMG output, right? Is that okay?
Work continue.
Okay, IMG out. Is that okay?
Yes.
IMG out. Okay. Right. So we should put IMG out here.
IMG text.
Okay, text, right? All right.
You can change it to variables panel.
Okay, I should change it. I should change the name.
I think you wanted to change it now.
Okay, all right.
And just give anything. Does not matter. Just
it's okay. We have done it. We have done that. It's okay.
Yeah, we've not gone. You don't know whether it will work.
It will work. No error. It will work. It will work.
Yeah, let's continue. Let's just.
Can we run it now?
Yes.
Okay, you've deleted it.
Okay.
Abby?
Okay.
Where is the?
See it now.
Run it.
Okay.
Or should we add another string? Should we add a
Run
string?
Run it.
Okay.
Run and debug so that we will see if there is an error.
But sorry, we're supposed to use a find element too. Are we not supposed to use a find element?
We're not using find element.
Find image user.
We're not even using find image. Is image image appears? Yes.
Is image appear, not find image.
Because it has to find the element, right? It has to find the element. You can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it will keep looking for it.
It said, you can see. That's what I say. It said on the image appear Chrome, image stream, error performing OCR, invalid.
Change your browser. Change your browser.
Okay. Let's change the browser.
They are your OCR. Get OCR text. Can we just change that one to get text? OCR text will require APIs.
Okay.
Let's just change that one to get text activity.
Let me save this. I don't think the variable has anything to do with anything.
Does not need.
Has nothing to do with anything here.
Does not need API now.
You also need to close down your Chrome browser first.
That would not work. Let's try what he said now.
What did you say we should try?
He said remove the OCR and use get text.
Okay. All right. So deleting this. So we are using get text. Okay. Get OCR text.
No, just text.
Get text.
Okay. Okay. So let's go. Okay, let me just use well equipped, right? Or I should use online. This one is stable. Is that okay?
Which text are we getting?
Online registration.
Get a text on that from that site, from that picture.
And it has to be from the image.
It has to be from that image.
From the image, and that is what I'm trying.
Okay, I understand what you are saying now. From the image down. But I said, come. Let's change this image appear. Can we change this image appear? Let's use the logo I think we went too far. Let's use this logo, okay? Is that okay?
The logo does not change.
No,
That's what
we need something that we change.
Something that changes.
You
That's what.
understand?
Okay.
So that is
Okay.
why they say it's appear.
Okay. I understand. Okay. Let's let me do.
Oh, sorry, why do we need something that changed? Must we need something that changed?
Yeah,
It can also be a stable.
That is what
also
they.
be a stable
How
image.
will we know if it worked?
No, we can't use stable image. I don't think. It is what appears that we want to perform activities on.
The essence is for us to for the image to show us that the web page has been loaded. So any image can go for it.
Exactly. Any image can do this thing. Which was
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right.
We'll be cheating on
The
Hello.
image.
Hello.
Hello.
What it
Baba
means
Lola.
is that if we read what element appear, it said this activity waits for a UI element to appear on the screen and then performs the required action. So meaning that image must appear before it performs the required action.
Yeah.
So
you know
we need
there
something
are some websites that will not show some certain image if it has not fully loaded. So we can just pick any image that shows this website or this web page has been fully loaded. Not necessarily mean a message that is appearing and disappearing.
Oh, guys, we are just arguing now. Let's do something.
What I'm saying is that we do something simple, and the idea of this is to do something simple.
We
are just trying to make something complicated.
We are almost done.
Let's continue.
No, I want if he runs the program again, please let's get that error message.
I don't think there should be an error message again. We have changed.
That error message is showing UiPath image. Let's change that.
It seems Mr. Babalola has out.
Oh.
Is he in? He's not in.
It's not in. It's
not
showing
in.
attendance.
Yes, locked out.
See? Oh.
Sister, please bring
Anyone
your
else
system
with the
back.
system? Let's use another person's system.
Whose system is available? Oh, John.
Runyi, your system is available now.
What happened to Babalala?
Network issue.
No, my system.
So nobody have system that can show.
Joe, are you not with the system?
I need to set up my team. That's the issue I have. It takes some time.
What should we do now?
What
John,
about the female among us? We can use that system.
Okay. Yes, my system is on.
Yeah, share your system. You share the desktop, not the...
Where exactly can I share the desktop?
When you open those,
you see share screen.
in the share screen, you see desktop, the application, and the other options there. Then you just select desktop.
I think it's just
Someone is sharing his system.
Can't see anything like that here.
But you did it before now.
Right now. Okay.
Just click on the share screen and wait.
Okay, someone is sharing already.
Kingsley is sharing. Hello, can you hear us?
Kingsley.
Kingsley.
Rooney, I think you should take it over from Kingsley. I don't think it's with us. Rooney, oh.
Hello, Madam Rui. Are you there? Madam Rui, are you there with us? Could you please share the screen with us?
I think it's network issue.
Oh, wow, God.
Kingsley, stop sharing. We take it as assignment. It's already 10 o'clock.
We have 4 minutes to. Wow.
You have to have reconvened.
We can see Kingsley now with the mouse, please.
But he can't hear us. It seems he can't hear us.
Am I back in my group? Am I back in my group? Is this my group?
Yes, you are back. You are back.
Okay, sorry, my internet went off. Sorry.
Okay, Babalola.
Share back.
Okay.
Share.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back. Can you see my screen?
No, we can't.
No. Somebody else is already showing his own there.
Okay,
We are
no
share
problem.
now. You can share. No, you can share now.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can
Yes,
see
we
now.
can see it.
Okay, I've done what you told me to do. I've already done it. Should I run it? I get text, the image. I've already clicked on the image. Or you want me to do it again?
Run it now, run it.
Hello,
Let's see.
Run it. Run it.
Okay. So it brought out the name. It brought out the name.
Yes.
It's working then.
It's working.
It's working.
Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so Abu Adebimpe. So go to check out Abu Adebimpe and bring up the name.
That'll be.
Network is so bad.
What did you say? Hello?
If you are using 2 devices, maybe you log out of one. You are echoing.
Okay, I'm not using 2 devices. So. Okay. I'm using earpiece. That's why. How about now? Hello, can you hear me?
It's still the same thing.
But
so
it's fine now.
Yes, we are
Come on
getting.
now.
It worked. So
We are seeing the screen.
What did you say?
Exit the screen.
It kept on running. No.
Did you use?
Okay, we didn't stop.
Yes, we didn't indicate time.
Okay. You are right. Let's okay, so we're supposed to click on terminate. Let's use terminate. What's the name? Right? Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you use terminate on image appear?
So expectation. Okay, exception. What are we supposed to do here? Exception, right? Reason.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Reason.
Yes.
It should be under reason.
Okay, what should we put? Image appear or image right?
Image.
Is it okay? Hello, are you with me?
Yes.
Is that okay? Okay, let me run it again. Let's see. Okay. Okay, he said the message. Okay, because I terminated it, right? Okay, so it's working. Please let me reduce this. So we are done, right?
Yeah, so that's it.
It's working.
All right.
So
How
before
do we
back to
go back?
the class. This is after 10 already.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear
Please.
you. Hello, I can hear you.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that instead of displaying the message box inside the do, why can't we put it outside the workflow
loop,
so
right?
that we'll be able to
Okay, so we're
outside the loop. Then
here, right?
we can delete the terminate and see whether we can delete that in order not. Then we are going to change the scope of
our variables.
variable. IMG.
Hello.
So let's delete. You can.
We can edit, sir.
Okay. All right.
We can delete the.
Delete
the. Yeah, the termination.
Okay.
Yes. Can run so that we don't die for.
We should run it.
Yes.
Run.
Okay. It's not coming up. Because we are removing from inside do now. We have removed it from inside the do now.
Undo. Let's undo.
Okay, so I should bring this back.
Or you can make this thing universal. You can make it in variable tab.
Yeah, I've made it now.
Even this one's supposed to be. Yeah.
Oh, the get.
Second.
Just click on the get, then the variables there. Just make everything universal. Anyway,
Okay, yes. Hello, if you can hear me, can anyone hear me?
We can hear
Yes.
you, sir.
Oh, all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Undo, Mr. Babalola.
Okay.
What is Lucky saying?
Undo so that we can just present.
Okay.
I heard your voice faintly. Okay, all right. So it will be a good point to call it. But then before, I just want to be sure that we are together. I've been to other rooms, and unfortunately, let me say unfortunately, um, all the active members in the class, they were assigned to this room, while the other rooms were more or less empty. Okay, all right. And when I came, because I was shuttling all through the rooms, and then when I came to this very one, I mean room one or so, I saw that you already assigned tasks to yourselves, and so I didn't want to disrupt that. And so generally, I would just like to just ask that how was the class? Hope how was your group discussion? Hope there was no fight. Hope everything went well. Hope argument was minimal. Hope you learned something from mistakes, from do this, don't do that, and all of that. Of course, that's what you expect in any group work. Yes, I can see on screen as being shown by Babalola Olalikon now. Yeah, what is being done? Scroll up. All right. Of course, the other activities we made. Okay. So we're still going to do something. I will, since it's weekend, so you have to take home um, what we could not finish. These same activities on weight, vanish, and appear. All right. So right now I have open browser. You open the browser. Though I cannot see the link, but you opened a link, a website, and of course there is a do container underneath. You brought in the appear activity image appear. Okay, maybe I should have allowed you to speak. Okay.
Hello, sir. I suggest you should run it so that you see the features.
Okay.
Can I run this, sir?
Yes,
Please
do.
Okay. So that's all, sir.
Okay. So which image is it? Which image is this text?
Okay. I'm coming, sir. Let me show you the image, sir. So you're supposed to see the image. The image changes. I think this image it changes. So it's supposed to see. I don't know where that one particular one is. I'm coming. Let me check it. Okay, it's supposed to see this. It's supposed to see this this woman's image, and after you have seen the image, it's supposed to extract the text of the image.
Okay, so what does the appear activity? What does it do?
Okay, when an image appears or when a symbol appears, it helps you to do multiple activities. So it's just a kind of.
Okay, so it's conditioned on seeing an image, a particular image.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
you could have added image exist so that you can tie it to. You can further tie it to other activities that you want you want to operate or you want to bring in into your workflow. For instance, if your let's assume that just an assumption that this is the image, and this image maybe it's a symbol or something or an authentication image. That once this image is found, then the other operations uh, should come
proceed.
up. Proceed. Okay. All right. That notwithstanding, you've done something. So we are taking it up from here, and so that we can have it organized, I would assign. Let me check through the call. What's it called now? Let's look at those that are present right now. So I will just assign um, the three activities to you randomly. Okay. Um, we have Akpata. So we have Akpata, Akpata, Babalola, Emmanuel, Ephraim. Okay. I'm not keeping this record because, sincerely speaking, it's not as if I want to add to your mark with UiPath. So, all right. So I'm not. All right. But I just want you to push. That's all. Just to push. So Apata, Peter, Babalola, Aladekon, Emmanuel Felix, Ephraim Samuel. Okay, I'm going to put you in a group, and you will take care of the first, which is weight. Okay, and then
Which is what, sir? I didn't hear you, sir.
Okay.
it should be that should
We
be.
take out, sir.
I mean that will be on weight. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir, we did, sir.
Okay, wait. All right. Then what activity?
Yes.
So, taking it down. So I have Theophilus Eswabom, Joe Oshugu, John Awe, Kingsley, taking up Vanish. Okay, Vanish activities. Then I have Lucky, Nance, Omotayo, Rui, Sheol, Sylvester, taking up RPA activities. Like I said,
Sir, I can't hear you. We can't hear you again, sir. Can somebody hear me?
Yes.
No, we can't hear him again.
Hello.
Network is bad. It seems as if the network is bad.
It's
Wow.
very bad. Network is angry today. I wonder what is happening. God, it's so frustrating.
Oh my.
But has he signed out? Okay, he's still here now. Can you see him on the list? Maybe he left the group.
The network is.
hello.
We can now hear
We
you.
can hear you,
Welcome
sir.
back, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. I was thrown out. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So just like I mentioned those names, I think the first four, the second four, and then the last five. I'm sure you had your name. So after the order of wait activities, then the next vanish, and then the third one, the appear activities. All right, so we take it like that. Please do something, and we'll count
Are
on.
we doing it individually or as a group?
And is there a platform for you to meet as a group? And is it going to that this? Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Do it individually. So I'm going to call on any. I'm going to call one from each group. Do you understand? If there is a platform for you to meet, I'm not sure. It's a virtual. I know it's a virtual environment. Though it's possible for you to meet if you want to, but I'm trying to just arrogate the importance um, of the assignment to the weight and to the task that I'm going to assign to you. All right. So since, like I said, since it is not in quotes a so serious assignment, it's for you to just to take up responsibility. Then let's make it individual. Do you understand? Just let's make it individual, and then I'm going to call on a member from each group and see what you have done. So if eventually I do not call you, you have not lost anything. That is the truth, because you would have familiarized yourself with those activities. And then please, we depend on you to get this thing well. So you come back to tell others what you have done, in your group. Okay, thank you. Is it clear enough?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And is it fair?
It's fair, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Let's run that way. Let's run that way. Some persons may be at the party while some persons may be in church, and then the other person at different times. So let's just leave all of that out. Okay, thank you so much, and have a wonderful time. Yeah, based on what you also requested for, I will find out. I will get back to you on that. Okay. Okay,
So
thank
are we
you.
doing that tonight?
Which was that?
No, the presentation, like.
Okay, you want to do yours tonight? No, let it be
Okay, it's
let it
not
be
tonight.
just
You
go
can
go
do
and
your
use
own today.
go and use it for weekend, weekend thing.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Okay, Sheon Komolafe.
Yes, sir.
Please, sir, we need the PDF, sir.
Yes, we need the. That's what I want to
Yeah,
ask.
have you checked?
We need.
When last did you check the website?
Is it
Sir,
our
I
own
was
dashboard? Is
there.
it our own dashboard or what?
Yes, your dashboard.
I
I
was on the
check it.
dashboard
There's
today.
nothing on my
I didn't see
dashboard
anything,
today.
sir.
Okay,
You
let
go
me
to the
clarify.
advanced.
Go to the advanced. Thank you, Ronye. Have you been going to through the advanced, or you've been going through the normal, the
I've
old
been
one?
going to associate. I've been going to associate.
Sorry, you have left. We don't port.
Okay. So I
Yeah,
have to go to advance. So
yes, you see, yeah.
thank you.
All right. Babalola, does that answer your question? I think, was it you? You
Yes,
asked
yes, I
the
was the
question.
one that asked, sir. I was the one, sir.
I think that should
But
also solve the question.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, have you been going through the advanced route?
No, I've not got to the advanced. Usually the old. But let
All
me
right,
go back to the
all right.
advanced.
That's it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. So enjoy your weekends.
Good night,
Thanks,
sir.
sir.
All right.
Good
Thanks.
night, sir.
Good night.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
Good
You
night
Good
to
night,
too.
sir.
Bye,
everyone.
sir.
Good
All right. Thank
night,
you.
Bye, sir.
everyone.
Yeah. And you too.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night. Good night. Thank you.